Previously...
The baby is breech. You should prepare yourself for the possibility of a cesarean, though.
Have you seen this mega development thing that they're planning?
Oh, yeah, that's right near the hot air balloon crash, isn't it?
Just so you know, I would love to be in the labour suite with you and your mum.
What do you think if I go back to Sydney to see if he's done anything like this before?
I'm the one that caused the accident at the backpackers.
You are charged with the following offences. Driving a motor vehicle under...
Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Be prepared for Tony to ice you.
Well, I'm just glad he knows everything. Well, almost. Now we just got to stick together and support her.
Mama! Oh, my darling! Oh! Mwah. Thanks so much for coming with me.
If I didn't want to help, I wouldn't have offered.
Hey, can you take no fish for a few hours? I want to be able to go and see Piper and David and apologise to them.
Yeah. Come on, sweetie, let's go for a swim, eh? Yeah?
Well, if you're intent on doing that, I'm coming with you. No arguments.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. Catch you later.
See ya. I'm just so glad that you and Mark weren't implicated.
Thanks for not telling Toad what we did about the shoes.
I know, I just can't believe you took such a massive risk, Steph.
Been there, Son. Been to jail. Lost everything. I don't want to see that happen to you.
Thank you. You're a good friend.
I'm here for you, all the way.
It was you.
It was you, and Mark covered it up.
And I know that you were blamed initially, Amy, and I feel really
how
terrible.
awful that was? No, I'm still going to be in rehab for months because of what you did.
I'm so sorry, Piper. David, I'm just so sorry.
Yeah, an apology isn't going to help him recover.
I mean, the tension it caused my family, not to mention the impact it had on my business. You should consider going to rehab yourself because even when Mum was at her worst, she was never stupid enough to drink and drive.
I'm horrified by the choices that I've made.
Look, you've cost me in more ways than one. And this time, you're going to pay.
Yeah, the yoga teacher asked where you were this morning.
Nice to know I was missed.
Oh, I miss you too.
So, how's it going in Sydney? Any progress?
Unfortunately, I got nothing from Finn's old work colleagues. They're all
glowing report.
Oh, well, that was always going to be a long shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, actually, there's one more person that I want to talk
to. And I know it's not going to be a pleasant experience, but, you know, I've got to at least try.
Otherwise, I've come all this way for nothing.
All right, love.
Yeah.
Good luck. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Susan! I was hoping we could chat about the upcoming science fair.
Let's talk about that at school. I'll be free on Monday after the briefing.
Can't tempt you with a coffee?
I have plans. Sorry.
Sure. No problems. Have a nice day.
Is that really going to turn the baby?
Well, it's what the mums in the mum tree told me. Plus, I'd rather this baby to turn naturally than have to do anything to force it.
You're pretty keen on all this natural stuff, aren't you?
I am. Which is why we will both be doing the skin-on-skin thing once the baby's born.
We?
Yeah, it's just as important for the dad to do it as it is for the mother. It helps with, you know, the bonding and settling the baby down.
If that is what you want me to do.
Oh, yes, it is. There's actually something else I wanted to talk to you about. I really want to go back to the shack where you and I, you know. And I need to go this afternoon.
Why?
Because it's going to be torn down to make way for the new development, and if I don't go this afternoon, then...
I mean, why do you want to go at all?
The pregnancy and the way it happened. So surreal. I mean, I fell out of the sky and I almost drowned. I don't know, I feel like I need to go back there one more time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And I was hoping that maybe you wanted to come with me.
Look, I want to support you in every way. I just don't feel the same way about going back there. It could, bring up old stuff between us and confuse things.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Piper will come with me, I'm sure. I know she's been going crazy at home since her injuries.
Yeah, well, that's great, as long as you're not alone.
I was feeling so relaxed after yoga. Then I ran into Finn and I'm all stressed again.
Elly, I hate seeing you like this. I know it's easier said than done, but you can't let him get to you.
Oh.
Well, look, I have to go to the hospital now for this morning tea, but when I'm finished, I'll tell you what, we can go to the Van Gogh exhibition, yeah? Maybe some seasonal Dutch landscapes will sort you out, yeah?
Okay. Thank you, love.
Hey, pal. Susan, hey.
Hi, Paige.
Elly home?
No, she's gone to Sydney for a few days.
Oh, really?
It was a last-minute thing. Was it something important?
No, not really. I was just hoping she might be able to drive me and Pipes down to the balloon crash site.
Oh.
Yeah, well, it's where my whole life changed. I'm hoping the visit will help me get my head around what has happened and what is about to happen.
Well, I've got to be back in time to meet Carl for something, but I could drive you.
Oh, really? Are you sure? I don't want to put you out.
No, it's no trouble at all. In fact, it would be a welcome diversion.
Oh.
Miranda, wait.
That's for sleeping with my husband.
I had no idea Finn was married when we got together.
But you stayed with him after you found out.
True. He told me he loved me and that your marriage was over.
And you believed him.
Well, until he tried to sabotage my career, yes, I did. I'm so sorry I hurt you, but he lied to both of us, Miranda.
What do you want?
To stop him from hurting anyone else, you have to hear me out.
She's known all this time she caused the accident and comes forward now?
Well, she's only just remembered. She was heavily intoxicated at the time.
So you're saying she blacked out or something?
It's coming back to her in bits and pieces.
Is it possible Sonya's known all along and the guilt became too much?
No. No, she's not the type of person to willingly let others suffer for her actions.
Regardless of the circumstances and lack of intent, she still did the crime, and unfortunately, she'll do the time.
Yashvi.
She'll have to face the consequences.
Which she's clearly willing to do. She's handed herself in.
What happens now?
She's out on bail. The hearing's in a month. Better go and check on Nell, actually. Never a good sign when they go completely silent, is it? Elly, you got your swimmers on?
Well, at least being questioned by the cops gave me cred.
Isn't it time you went to work?
Miranda, did he ever mention anything to you about trying to sabotage a work colleague?
What exactly are you trying to find here?
I think Finn's trying to take over at the current school I'm at. I need to find something to discredit him to stop that from happening.
He was always cagey about his work. Cagey about a lot of things. I don't know if this is relevant at all, but that tendency became worse about a year ago.
Why? What happened?
He changed.
Changed how?
Oh, yours is going curly. Mine's going straight. I like it. Good job. Kind of like your hair.
Hey. Just done the rounds of apologies with Son.
How'd that go?
Mixed bag of reactions. I'm not sure everyone's fully forgiven her.
Where is she?
At home. She's feeling pretty low, so I offered to pick up Nellie.
Hey, sweetie. Can you please go and find me Princess Popoff, please? I think she's in Kirscher's room. Good on you. So how long have you suspected that Sonya was involved in this accident?
Are we really doing this?
Yeah, we are, because you owe me some answers. You're meant to be my best friend. You knew about Sonya relapsing, you knew about her drinking and her gambling, but yet you colluded with Mark, of all people, to keep me in the dark. Why didn't you tell me?
Because I didn't want Sonya to be seen as an unfit mother and then risk losing Nellie. Fat lot of good that did.
I don't want to take Nell away from her. I want us to be a family more than anything.
I know.
When Sonya was getting charged in there, all I wanted to do was just hold her and just tell her that everything's going to be okay, but I couldn't do that because this whole thing is my fault. I don't know what to do. Because I bring up the idea of getting back together again. She won't hear it, of course.
Yeah, but I think that you should try again. This whole thing has been a wake-up call for Son. She might be finally ready to consider it, Toad. Just... You've got nothing to lose.
Despite our marriage troubles, Finn was always affectionate. We could still have a laugh together. Then, almost overnight, that stopped.
He said that he quit drinking because he had a health scare. Do you think that had anything to do with it?
A health scare. Usually they make you take better care of yourself. Finn was acting the exact opposite.
In what way?
He wasn't eating or sleeping. He was out all the time, who knows where. And his whole personality changed. He became withdrawn and nasty.
Do you think that maybe he was,
having another affair? That was the first thing that crossed my mind. But usually that actually made him more attentive out of guilt. This was like he was on something. And whatever it was, it made him go completely inside of himself. By the time I kicked him out, we barely spoke a word to one another.
How? So you think it was drugs?
Well, it must have been something pretty big. Because even him falling in love with you wasn't enough to break us.
I wouldn't call what we had love.
You don't need to do that for my benefit. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I really need to get back to work.
Of course. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I appreciate it.
Suze, I think we finally got something on Finn we can fight back with.
Well, the church runs a substance abuse program. Maybe I should reach out to her.
Sonya already goes to AA and GA.
Are you serious about taking it to civil claims court?
If we can't come to an arrangement without damages, I'll have no choice.
Come in.
Hey, mate.
Hey. Hi, guys. Listen, I just wanted to let you all know that Sonia's been charged.
Yeah, she told us herself.
Right. I just hope you can find it in your hearts to forgive Sonya. I know you were hurt, but it was an accident.
Yeah, a pretty big one.
Yes, I know, but she was honest and courageous enough to admit it. And I think it would really help her if she didn't feel like the world was against her.
I want you to come back to me. I love you. I love you so much. And I want to spend the rest of my life proving that to you. And if you're not sure if you can love me back, that's fine. I'll take whatever I can get. I've got enough love for the both of us. Can we just please put the last 6 months behind us? And you can work on forgiving me, forgiving yourself.
I've destroyed lives, Jared.
Only because your own is in free fall, and that's because of what I've done with Andrea.
I've never said this to you before, but I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm sorry that I railroaded you into the surrogacy. I wanted a baby. And I wasn't honest with you or myself. or anyone. And it drove you away.
Well, thank you, but that doesn't excuse what I've done.
No, it doesn't. But I just want to take responsibility for my part in it. I thought you should know that.
Does this mean that you think that we could give it another go?
I don't know. So much has changed. Not just with you and me, but with our friends and our neighbours, and I just don't know if we can go back.
Well, then we don't go back. We just go forward. We'll move away from here. We'll get new jobs.
Well, we're just going to leave Erinsborough. I mean, our lives are here.
No, my life's with you.
My life is now. That's why I need you to look after her, okay? While I go to rehab. Until you can agree to that, then we can't even think about moving forward, okay?
Yeah. I'm proud of you for making this decision.
Just look after our little girl, okay?
Oh.
It's just hard, you know, because I like Sonya and I'm sorry that her life is such a mess right now, but because of what she did now, my life's a mess. Or at least my leg is.
Try and find some empathy, Piper. We all make mistakes. Remember the school fire?
Yeah. The ghost of delinquent past coming back to haunt me.
How far away is the shack from here?
It's about 10 minutes. After this clearing, there's a rough track.
You sure you don't want me to come with you?
No, I'm okay. I'll be half an hour max.
All right.
All right, hope it's not too full on for you.
Down by my shadow, he told me my secrets, he told me they're true. And he said, well, stop where you're going, left without reason, told me I knew. There's a better way to go about this, a better way to leave it all. On most Sundays, stare at the old house this all fell through. Now I'm ripping through memories, trying to get back what's left of you. There's a better way to go about this, a better way to leave it all. Call back home, remember what you left. Call back home, 'cause this is how we bend. And I'm struggling with this constant. Am I getting this right? Can I better myself this time? And I was never good at watching somebody that could lie.
And then Carl, he did the operation. You know, Ben still talks about it. He was so blown away by what Carl... You okay?
Yeah, I just feel really woozy.
Maybe you should grab some water.
Yeah.
Do you know what's going on?
I don't know. Whew. If it gets any worse, I mightn't be able to drive.
It's okay, Paige can drive.
Unmissable drama.
Looks like we're doing this alone.
Oh, come on!
Did you want to just go for a drive and check up on them?
We'd never hear the end of it if we stuck our noses in.